Most people think that if a luxury home doesn't sell, it's a pricing problem. When in actuality, it's a positioning problem. I'm Dave, and I approach real estate through the lens of a former entrepreneur and corporate negotiator. Today, I'm deconstructing a listing that sat in the Portland market for months with zero results until we took it over. I'm gonna share with you our 5 strategic steps that we took to not just work harder, to work smarter, reposition this home, and get it sold in 12 days. So when we took over this listing, the first thing that we did is we identified what were the major misses on this property. And this is not to be a diss on them, this is just a matter of identifying what went wrong so that we don't repeat those same mistakes. So the first thing that we identified as a miss was price. And this is significant. They actually priced this home $200,000 over current market value. How do I know that? Data. I'm all about data. And the fact that they only had 2 showings in 2 months, that is the market saying, not our price. All right, the second miss that they had was the photography was marginal. Marginal, no twilight photos, dark, gloomy. This is a beautiful property that was, almost 5,000 square feet on an 1.5 acres, brand new construction build. Photos were dark. They didn't highlight any special features about the home. It was very marginal at best. The third miss that we identified was the backyard and the pool. And there was no mention in the listing about their pool or the capability of a pool. And so to us, that was a huge miss. The fourth miss was no videography. With no videography, you can't tell the story of the house. You gotta show a house and how it lives and how it breathes. What's the lifestyle of it living there? Photos don't just tell that story. Video does, and there was no video production created for that property. Now, when we took over the property, we have a multiple strategy system that really gets our home sold. So today, I'm gonna focus on the top 5 things that we focused on to really get this property to the market and sold. So I like to call those wins. And it's a win because, well, we sold the house. First strategy that we implemented is that we met with the owners to find out exactly what went well, what didn't go well, and we created a storyboard. They built the house, so why did you think about each and every room? Because everything was intentional when they created that home. And then the yard, the landscaping, the backyard, the pool capabilities, all of that. And so in order to create a storyboard, that's gonna allow us to create the right narrative to put the marketing pieces together to really get it out there to the market. And it also helps us identify who that ideal buyer avatar is so that we're not just being inefficient with our marketing, we're being razor focused. All right, the second key strategy that we created was magazine quality photos with virtual staging of the pool. What does that mean? Well, I mentioned the photos were dark, they didn't really highlight anything. Magazine quality photos is much sharper imagery. Lighting is appropriate. It's a little bit brighter, not too bright, it's just appropriate lighting, but you're really highlighting not just a big room picture, you are focusing on really unique details about that house that are unlike everything else. And so that's why I say magazine quality photos, because those are gonna stand out and help that property differentiate itself from others that are on the market. All right, the third step that we did is we used the IRS migration map and we used it to create targeted buyers so that we could reach them with our marketing. There's only so many people that can afford a luxury home. And so we created a deal type of buyer avatar of who is gonna be our target market. What do these people do? How they live their life? Where do they spend their money? And where do they live? And where are they moving from? So we took an IRS migration map, we identified the top 5 counties feeding this local county that this house is sitting in, and we got our photo quality advertising, and what's next is our video quality advertising together, and we push it out to truly identify who is moving here, where are they moving from, and we need to get this home in front of those eyes. So target marketing is what we did. Fourth key strategy that we did is that we created a database of the top 100 agents by sales volume in our major market, and we targeted this luxury listing to them. We were able to pull the top 100 real estate agents based off their sales volume in all the major markets along the west coast, basically everything west of the Rockies. We created a database. Those are people that have the people that can afford this house. They're moving in and out of their own metro markets. So by us creating marketing content to get it to our referral partners to see what we have to sell, they can then get directly in front of their clients that are moving to our local market. And so that was a top strategy that we did. Okay, so the fifth key strategy that we implemented for this particular home was open house and events. We had a special event where we invited other top agents in the local market to come and preview this property so they can take it back to their own buyers. And we also held a public open house. And as a result of all of that, all this marketing, within 12 days, we had over 10,000 online views. There were over 20 agent tours. We had over 35 people that attended our open house. 12 days later, we received a full list price offer. And you wanna know what the major selling point was for this? It was that backyard and the fact that we did a pool in our quality photos. We did virtual staging of a pool, and that got people's attention, and it got those specific buyers' attention as they were scrolling through, made them stop, made them call their agent. They had to go see the property, and the rest was history. If you're watching this and your home is stalled or you're just losing some momentum, maybe you want a little bit different perspective. Feel free to reach out to me. We can do a no obligation consultation to really identify what's working, what's not working well for you. You can contact me through the link in the description. And if you like this video and want to learn how we sold the most expensive home in Clark County, you can click right here.